Question number 16. A wire with a length of 106 inches. Okay, let's this be the wire, and the total length given is 106 inches, is cut into two parts. Okay, one part has a length of x inches and the other part has length of y inches. Okay, so we have decoded the first sentence. This is the meaning of this. The value of x is 6 more than 4 times the value of y. Now see, math has its own vocabulary. Most of the times when you have a sentence and you have to convert it into maths equation or expression, is you will find out is usually refers to equal to sign. Whenever you read the word more than, that means something is being added, or if you read less than, it is something which is less than, that means it's subtracted, or if it is times, that means multiplication. If this something is divided, right, in any manner, then it is division. So let's see how this works in our second, to decode our second sentence. X is 6 more than 4 times the value of y. So simple, right? So from now onwards, if you see any of these words and you have to convert it into mathematical equation, just use these symbols like this. Okay, what is the value of x? Now we have two equations. The whole length of the wire is 106 inches. That means x plus y is equal to 106 is first equation, and this is the second equation, and we have to find the value of x. Now what if I take this equation and replace x with this? So that is 6 plus 4y plus y is equal to 106. 6 plus 4y plus y is 5y is equal to 106, and subtracting 6 on both sides, 5y is equal to 100, dividing by 5 on both sides, so y is equal to 20. Now we don't need y, we need x. So we can use any of the equations, either this one or this one, to calculate the value of x. Let's use this one. X is equal to 6 plus 4 times y, or plug in 20 at place of y, is equal to, multiplication is to be done first. So 6 plus 80 is equal to 86. So D is the right option. Now if you choose this equation, right, let me just plug in 20 over here. You have to do only one of these. I am showing you both the ways. That is equal to 106. Subtracting 20 on both sides. So x, this is cancelled, and 106 minus 20 is 86. So you can use any of the equations. I hope that is clear. Now let's move to question number 17. F of x is equal to x plus 6, x plus 5, x minus 4. Okay, three factors are given. The function f is given. Which table of values represent y is equal to fx minus 3? Okay, let's see the tables. Okay, in A option, x inputs are negative 6, negative 5 and 4. In B option 2, negative 6, negative 5, 4. In C options 2, negative 6, negative 5. That means all the options have negative 6, negative 5 and 4. Now, as we know, there are multiple ways of doing the questions. So one way is like, I'll plug in the values, right? Okay, let's start from here. F of x is equal to x plus 6 times x plus 5 times x minus 4. and first of the inputs is negative 6. So it's negative 6 plus 6, negative 6 plus 5, and negative 6, negative 4. Now this is 0. So whatever the other numbers are, it does not matter. Any numbers, multiplied number or numbers multiplied by 0 is always 0. So minus 6 or negative 6 is with 0. So this is x and this is y or fx. If I take the other one, negative 5, it is equal to negative 5 plus 6, negative 5 plus 5, negative 5, negative 4. Now here it is 0. So whatever the numbers are, right, my answer is going to be 0. So negative 5 and 0. And f of 4, again if you plug in 4 plus 6, 4 plus 5 and 4 minus 4. So this is 0. So that means f of 4 is always 0, also 0. This is one way of thinking it. I'm just giving the inputs according to the question. So all of them are 0. But there is another way, right? What if I put fx as 0 is equal to x plus 6, x plus 5 and x minus 4. Okay, let's not confuse us. These are our inputs. I'll take second method after completing the first one. So we don't have to calculate fx. We have to calculate fx minus 3. So if x is negative 6, negative 5 and 4, f of x minus 3 is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, which is negative 3 itself. So it's negative 6, negative 3, negative 5, negative 3, 4 and negative 3. So let's see the options. Yes, B is the right option. Now I'll do this question by second method, which is completely different, right? So first, if I observe the question, right, negative 6, negative 5 and 4 will be the zeros of the polynomial. How? Okay, let's call it as a second method. So 0 is equal to x plus 6. If we just, before starting the question, if we stop for a while and observe it, so x plus 6 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to negative 6. X plus 5 is equal to 0. The first factor, the second factor. X is equal to negative 5. And x minus 4 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 4. So the inputs given here are actually the zeros of the polynomial, right? And when we say zeros of the polynomial, that means value of the function is 0. So here again we are ending up at the same situation. So this is your style of thinking, which way you are comfortable with. Are you comfortable in giving the inputs? Do it that way. But if you are you can observe that these are the zeros of the polynomial, so you can do it this way. Both are correct. Okay. Again, because here we have, okay, x, x and fx. We have to do minus 3. Here it is x and fx, right? So now I'll convert it into fx minus 3 because this is what our question is. So 0 minus 3, negative 5, 0 minus 3, 4, 0 minus 3. So the coordinates are negative 6, negative 3, negative 5, negative 3, 4 and negative 3. So that means B is the right option. I hope both the methods are clear because every child has a different way of thinking. So we must know how a question can be taken in different ways, right? Okay.